Hello Commanders, Commander Placer here, back with another really dangerous video, and today I'm going to share with you my Anti-Thargoid build. Now this is only going to be good for taking on the Cyclops Thargoid ships, not the Basilisks. They don't seem soloable to me yet, but I'm sure there are other people out there who have done it already. There are some tweaks to the build I would like to make, and I probably will make these after this video, but I'm going to be talking about them as I go through. I'm also going to be talking about the different engineering modifications I've made on each particular module as we go through as well. The first thing we're going to have a look at is going to be the hard points of the ship. So going in, we have got equipped 4 large multi-cannons. That's right, 4 of the new AX multi-cannons in there, and they are in the huge hardpoint location and the 3 large hardpoint locations. Also we have the Flak Launchers, and it's worth pointing out everything is fixed, because they do more damage, and to be honest you should be able to fly fixed against the Thargoid. The way they move does make it a little bit easier, and they're big targets. So we've got the 2 remote release Flak Launchers in there, and they're obviously there to take out the swarm, but one thing I will recommend is when you're fighting the swarm, you do not destroy it completely. All you do is just reduce its numbers down so it causes minimal damage. The reason for that being is that if you don't, and you do destroy the swarm, the Thargoid ship will release another one quite quickly. And the other 2 small hard points are just got some beam lasers on there for no other reason than to fill the hard points, because these are not going to be doing much damage, and especially in small hard points they don't offer or bring much to the table. Now one thing I'll point out with the AX multi-cannons is, as you can see here, they do a decent amount of damage per second. That's 36 damage per second. They have quite a low power draw as well, which means with the Anti-Thargoid ship build I'm showing you here, you don't necessarily need to mod the power plant, and that's something that I kind of wish that I'd gone back and changed. I did really want to give it a slightly different power plant mod, but I'll talk about that in a minute or two. Next up we're going to look at the utility mounts, and in here we've got shield boosters, and this particular build that I've got here is more of a resistance build, and we've got 2 heavy duty shield boosters on there, and then we've got the rest of being 1 thermal, and all the others are being resistance 1. We do have a point defense on there, not that it seems to have much of an effect, but it gives me a little bit of peace of mind. And as you can see here, we've got a Xeno scanner on there as well, which is essential for actually causing damage to the Thargoid ships. Core internals. We have got reactive surface composite, and this has been modded to have heavy duty as well. Everything is reinforced armor or heavy duty. We've got some decent rolls on here, so heavy duty armor, as you can see, we've got a hull boost of plus 41.3% on there, which is pretty good, so it gives us a total of the 353.2% increase. The actual integrity of this particular Anaconda build is 7,272.2. Now, this isn't the same build that I used during a recent stream where we attempted to take out a Basilisk and my modules got totally destroyed, because, again, I've made some changes. Now this power plant here, this is the modification I'm not particularly happy with. So it just has an overcharged power plant grade 1 on there at the moment. What I do want to replace this with is armoured power plant. The main reason being is that I got planted mad by the Basilisk. It totally destroyed my power plant every single time, which doesn't make for a great experience when you're fighting a Thargoid ship. So next up we've got thrusters. They have been modded with Dirty Drive 5. The FSD is obviously long range. Sensors, let's have a quick look, see what we've got on here. So modification is apparently just got no name on there. Interesting, but I think we went for mass reduction. Okay. And then obviously we've just got our fuel tank on there, and that's it. So let's take a look at the option internals. This is where most of your expenses are going to be coming from with regards to repairs to your ship, and this is why. In case you're wondering, there are 6 5D hull reinforcements on there. Every single one of them has a heavy duty grade 5 roll on them. And yes, it does give us a real decent whack. Once again, the hull, 7,272.2. That's a decent go, and that's including with a fighter in there as well, of course, AX Taipan. And at the same time, we've also got some size 4 hull reinforcement packages, and we've got 2 of them also with heavy duty, and we also have 1 module reinforcement package. Having a think about the build, I probably will swap out the fighter bay just because I always forget to use it. And you know what? It didn't make too much of a difference when it came to fighting the Thargoid the first time round. So I'll probably swap that out and use another module reinforcement in there instead. Oh, and livery, just so everyone knows, we've got green, black paint job, because, you know, stuff. So, that's my Anti-Thargoid build. I'm going to talk about the resistances now quickly, and to give you a bit of an idea of what that works out to be. Now this is not bad in my mind, not perfect, but could definitely be a lot worse. So, shield health is 1519 with kinetic, 57.2% resistance, thermal 49.8, explosive 65.8. Next up, we have the armor rating, 53% on kinetic, 42.8% on thermal, and 52% on explosive. Of course, that big old 0% there with caustic, I really wish that I could get that number up to at least 50% as well. That would make the Thargoid fights an awful lot easier. But of course, I imagine we're going to get them in maybe a community goal, and we'll have them put in there and something to work towards, I guess. So commanders, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave you with my first solo Thargoid takedown. And yes, I'm sure this fight went perfectly, 100% right. Nothing went wrong. I didn't forget to turn off silent running at any point. I definitely didn't forget to deploy my fighter, and I'm sure it couldn't have gone any better whatsoever. But please do remember to like, subscribe, and guys, make sure you turn on notifications. That way you get a notification every single time I put out a new video. Also, whilst you're there, please leave me a comment and tell me if you're going to go and have a go at soloing a Thargoid. But here we go, guys. This is my first solo Thargoid takedown. So thank you for watching. Commander Plater, out.